Welcome to Seoul Television News. My name is Angela Ekuma. Let's begin with the headlines. Member Federal House of Representatives advises youths to desist from drug abuse. President Tinubu condemns killing of innocent people in Plateau State. Trump blames Zelensky for starting war after Russia's massive attack. And now the news in detail. The member representing Abakaliki and Iji constituency in the Federal House of Representatives, Chief Emma Ogoro, has organized sensitization on dangers of drug abuse, fake medicine, unwholesome food, and ICT for over 150 people from his constituency. The event was held at Ebonyi in Abakaliki local government area. The report.
Apart from the sensitization exercise, the federal lawmaker also organized a medical outreach for the people to improve their healthy living. Speaking during the program, Chief Ogoro said, drug abuse remains a devastating act that is posing a great danger to some youths. Hence, the initiation of the program to help inculcate moral value on the youth and discourage them from indulging in drug intake. Chief Ogoro, while speaking on the medical outreach, emphasized that he was motivated to organize the outreach because of the health conditions of some of his constituents, who he said do not take precautionary measures in terms of what they eat and the type of medicine they take. The federal lawmaker vowed to always deliver dividends of democracy to the people of his constituency in all ramifications and thank them for the massive support given to him so far, and Governor Francis Nwifu, who he said has written his name in gold because of his developmental exploits.
Peer group can lure somebody to doing certain things he or she never thought of doing, and the next thing we as adults will be doing, we begin to harass them. Why do you harass them? Harassing them cannot correct anybody. Bring them close, tell them this is the implication of this, this is the implication of this, but before them also understand their own predicament.
The representative of Federal Cooperative College, Oji River, Mr. Michael Dixon, thanked Chief Ogoro for attracting the program to his constituency and revealed that he was involved in the program to ensure its proper coordination. The Deputy State Commander, Drug Demand Reduction Department, Mr. Eyuche Ome, who lectured participants in the program on the effects of hard drug, warned youth to abstain from drug intake because of its devastating side effects, and encourage them to focus more on things that will add value to their lives.
Drug is destructive, and the young people should find alternative activity that will not make them to be useless when the opportunity comes. You prepare for opportunity to come. When the opportunity comes, what if the person is not well enough to take that opportunity?
Some beneficiaries who spoke, Mr. Obinna Wankwo and Ms. Ezinne Nwovu, whose joy knew no bound owing to the knowledge derived from the program, commended the lawmaker for his effective representation.
What he did today was very, very wonderful. If others who have been going to National Assembly have been doing this, Ebonyi State and Ebonyi and Abakaliki Federal Constituency will be more better than the way it is today. So people are learning a lot. Things are developing. The more developing, they are bringing it to us, and we are very, very happy with it.
They have taught us well, and Abakaliki has also done well.
Participants were later paid stipends after the program. For Salt TV News, I am Chidebere Mori.
The Director General of Ebonyi Broadcasting Corporation, EBBC, Comrade Tony Mwizi, has stressed the need for media practitioners to be constructive in their reportage. Comrade Mwizi made the assertion when the leadership of Correspondent Chapel of Nigeria Union of Journalists, the Ebonyi State Chapter, paid him a courtesy visit in his office at the Broadcasting House in Kaliki. Salt TV reporter Charles Olejino covered the event.
The Director General expressed joy in the manner members of the Correspondent Chapel have been performing their duties. Comrade Mwizi commended Governor Francis Nwifu for his committed efforts in making sure that media practitioners in the state are equipped and positioned to enhance effective information dissemination and efficient service delivery. He said the payment of backlog arrears of gratuities of retirees from 1996 to date by Governor Francis Nwifu is an eloquent testimony of his love for the people in the state. Comrade Mwizi therefore promised to forward their request to the governor for consideration, especially the proposed land or NGO housing estate at Isheke welfare package of their members, among others.
I want to appreciate you, and thank you also for appreciating His Excellency for appointing me and then for doing other things he's doing in Ebonyi State. I would like to, at this juncture, plead with you to give the unreserved support to His Excellency the Governor. I know that Right Honorable Francis Mwifu, even from when he was the Speaker of the House of Assembly, has been a media-friendly person. He has always taken us seriously.
Speaking earlier, the chairman of LUJ Correspondence Chapel, Abakaliki, Mr. Ushena Inya, said that the reason behind their visit was to commend Governor Francis Mwifu for revitalizing the state-owned digital radio and TV station, Abakaliki, and his passionate demonstration of support for the media by appointing a renowned media professional like Comrade Tony Wizi as the DG of the corporation, describing it as a round peg in a round hole.
Since the present administration came on board, His Excellency, we have been giving special recognition when His Excellency came on board. Whenever there is a festive period and something is being given to donors, we are always treated specially. And we did investigation and discovered that you are the man behind such thing, giving us facelift. So, giving us a special recognition. We said we must come and appreciate you.
The NJS official, Chief Felix Oka, applauded the open-minded leadership style of the DG and expressed optimism that the requests of the members will be addressed by the governor through his intervention.
We are at home as journalists, and nobody is chasing anybody because of the friendly disposition of the community. And that's why we see, some people are lacking stories now. Where is it here or here like that? To get headline, because most headlines are from the bad angle. Because the environment is already smooth and friendly. And like our chairman said, it's so deserving for the government to continue to do that. And for EBBC, we are already part of EBBC. Just that very soon, maybe you invite us, we can be featuring some of your programs. Some of us who talk too much, and they can be talking it in the radio. So, in short, in a nutshell, we want to say thank you very much, DG. Thank you very much, management, for such a reception.
The DG, however, took the visitors round the digital TV and radio studio to see the functionalities of the high-grade equipment. Among those present during the visit, including the EBBC management team and the entire leadership of the Correspondence Chapel of NUJ in the state. Charles Olejinu for Salt TV News.
The Eternal Brother Club has formally inducted new members into the club, while some outstanding achievers were honored and recognized with various awards. The events took place during their 2025 Easter Party and Award Night held at Mona Bliss Hotel, Abakaliki. Soul TV reporter Charles Olejinu covered the event.
That was the joyful celebration move of the members of Eternal Brothers Club and friends after taking the oath of allegiance by the new inductees and various awards of recognition to outstanding achievers in the club. The chairman of the occasion, Ambassador Frank Ogwewu, who kicked off the award presentation ceremony to various outstanding achievers in the club for their roles in rendering selfless sacrifices to the society, appreciated them for impacting positively in the lives of the members.
Eternal love is going beyond this world. It's like agreement. We're going to remain close forever. That's the meaning. We shall remain close forever. That's the meaning. So as we are celebrating this night, those that are invited to be conferred this night should take it as a very big honor that you are being welcomed by these great men for you to be honored this night.
The president of Internal Brothers Club, Mr. Charles Akwinika, said the objective of the Internal Brothers Club is to promote love, social well-being of members, and galvanize support for government at all levels in ensuring good governance across the state. Mr. Akwinika appreciated Governor Francis Nwifuru for his commitment in expanding the scope of aggressive urban and rural infrastructural development, especially human capital development. He also acknowledged the immense contributions of the Minister of Works, Senator David Umahi, for attracting laudable projects to the Southeast Zone, especially Ebonyi State.
The club has grown and developed into an unbeatable ground. Similarly, with a board of trustees led by eminent men of proven integrity and great standing in the society, a clubhouse where we have spent over 60 million naira is ongoing at the permanent site behind Mechanic Village.
The awardees and inductees, including the member of Federal House of Representatives representing Abakaliki Izzi Federal Constituency, Chief Emmanuel Ogro, honored with the award as Champion of Development. The member representing Enugu North and South Federal Constituency, Mr. Shima Obi Ato, award of recognition as Icon of Development, and inductee Mr. Chris Ushaji, who spoke on behalf of other new inductees, appreciated the Internal Brothers Club for encouraging them with the award of recognition to relentlessly pursue excellence and consistent success on their part.
I feel highly elated. I feel very happy, and I thank God that I am getting this award. So I thank God. It goes to prove that not that I'm doing so well, but that I should do better than I'm doing. To whom much is given, much is expected.
It gladdens my heart that all the way from Ebonyi State that I was recognized on one of the two things I'm doing for my constituency and Nigeria at large.
I want to, on behalf of my colleagues, assure you that all that you have said and all that will eventually become known to us, we shall abide strictly to all the rules and regulations of the club.
Among the awardees and inductees are people selected with proven integrity and welfare-driven personalities filled with love for humanity without segregation. Charles Olodinyo for Salt TV News.
Tears flowed freely when the Zike community of Bassa local government area of Plateau State laid to rest the 51 victims of the recent heinous attack in the area. The victims were gunned down early Monday when the perpetrators stormed the village and started shooting sporadically, leading to scores of deaths in what has become a recurring incident in the state. Details.
At the solemn event, members of the community recalled how the incident happened, describing it as disheartening. For a woman leader, Mary Dikwa, the situation has gone out of hand. According to her, they have been killing people of the community in several attacks. Monday's carnage came despite reassurances from government authorities, and less than 2 weeks after a similar dastardly killing left over 50 people dead and several others nursing injuries. Irked by the recurrent deadly attacks on the state, President Bola Tinubu ordered security agencies to go after the killers, describing the latest wave of assault on the North Central as devastating.
You're still watching Salt Television News. At this point, we'll take a short break. More stories after now. Stay with us. You're welcome back. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, is currently inaugurating an ad hoc committee to legislate in place of the suspended Rivers State House of Assembly. The event, holding at the National Assembly Complex, Abuja, is being attended by members designate drawn from the 6 geopolitical zones. Details.
Addressing the 21-man committee, Speaker Abbas reminded the panel that its mandate is non-partisan, a call to legislate to ensure good governance, peace, and prosperity of the oil-rich state. Present at the event are the House Leader who doubles as the chairman of the committee, Professor Julius Ihobere, Ale Esa, PDP, Gombe, who is the deputy chairman. Others are Idris Waze, North Central, Aliu Mukhtar, Northeast, Sada Soli, Northwest, Iduma Igariwe, Southeast, and Shehu Rijal. Others include Wole Oke, Akarahi Amadi, Patrick Umo, and Isa Anka, among others. Abuja.
Hamas is said to have rejected an Israeli proposal for a 6-week ceasefire in Gaza, which called for the armed group to give up its weapons. A senior Palestinian official familiar with the talks said the plan gave no commitment to end the war or for an Israeli troop pullout, key Hamas demand in exchange for releasing half of the living hostages which it holds. Details.
It comes as Israel continues its military offensive in Gaza. A security guard was killed and 9 other people were injured in an airstrike on a field hospital in Khan Yunis. The Israel Defense Forces did not immediately comment. A UN agency, meanwhile, warned that the humanitarian situation in Gaza is now likely the worst it has been in 18 months since the outbreak of hostilities.
Donald Trump has blamed Volodymyr Zelensky for starting the war with Russia a day after a massive Russian attack killed 35 people and injured 117 others in Ukraine. The U.S. president said that the Ukrainian leader shared the blame with Russian President Vladimir Putin for millions of people dead in the Ukraine war. Details.
Trump's comment came after widespread outrage over Russia's attack on Ukrainian city of Sumy on Sunday, which was the deadliest Russia attack on civilians this year. Asked about the attack earlier, Trump said it was terrible and that he had been told Russia had made a mistake but did not elaborate. It is estimated that hundreds of thousands, but not millions of people, have been killed or injured on all sides since Russia launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine on 24 February 2022. Trump has repeatedly blamed Zelensky and bidding for the war, despite Russia invading Ukraine first in 2014, 5 years before Zelensky won the presidency, and then on a far broader scale in 2022.
And that's the news, but before we go, a quick look at our major stories. The member representing Abakaliki and Iji constituency in the Federal House of Representatives, Chief Emma Ogoro, has organized sensitization on dangers of drug abuse, fake medicines, unwholesome food, and ICT for over 150 people from his constituency. President Tinubu has condemned the killings of innocent people in Plateau State. Donald Trump has blamed Volodymyr Zelensky for starting the war with Russia a day after a massive Russian attack killed 35 people and injured 117 others in Ukraine. And that's the news. Many thanks for watching. My name is Angela Ekuma.